All right, it is time for our first section, which we like to call the Stack. All right, let's first kick this off by talking about Action Comics 866 by Jeff Johns and Gary Frank. I'm just going to put this out here. This is one of the best issues of Superman I've ever read.
Wow.
Yeah,
Agreed.
Ever. I've been sort of not completely sold on Gary Frank on the title. I feel like he's very limey in a certain way in terms of his art. But this was incredible. I think there's a new inker on this issue. I could be wrong, but whatever it is, it's kicking off a Brainiac storyline. For the first time, I understand why Gary Frank is on this title. Incredible.
The art's fantastic, and Jeff Johns is like some sort of miracle handyman of the DC universe. He comes in and fixes all the problems, but also tells great stories. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's been a long time since I've been so in love with a superhero art, Superman arc or story. I've really been like, have you read this comic? How amazing was it? You know.
There's this section where it's Ma and Pa Kent and they're on the farm, and like, oh yeah, they come to this farm and shit. And then the weather vane, there are 3 panels where the weather vane turns the other direction like an ill wind is blowing.
Yeah, that's great.
It really is. It's a terrific issue. And, I mean, you're right about Gary Frank. He's doing a great job in this, especially on this issue. One thing about this issue and his art is that it seems like in this issue, he no longer, he's learned how to draw people without crazy eyes. Because I felt like in most of his stuff, it's like every character looks like they're about to snap and kill me. But in this one, not so much, which I was happy about.
You were paranoid.
I was, but I also love his Clark Kent.
Yeah.
It looks like Christopher Reeve.
It is Christopher Reeve.
Yeah, and not not in a creepy way. Like they're not usually crazy about taking actors and putting them into a comic book, but here it really works because it pays tribute to Christopher Reeve in a certain way, and it's kind of sad and poignant.
But I mean, one of the things I think he does
really great.
Comics.
his Clark Kent looks kind of like a loser, which is that's the way I like Clark Kent.
Yeah.
I like Clark Kent to be a loser because that's the contrast with Superman. Superman's awesome, Clark Kent is lame.
Oh,
and so
yeah.
I just taught you something.
Yeah.
They tell you that when you work for the companies. I really shouldn't say.
They say
That's weird that they taught you that at Marvel.
It is. Anyway, no, I like it because a lot of times people draw Clark Kent and it's like, he still looks like this big, beefy guy who you probably don't want to fight with even if he is wearing glasses because he's a giant guy.
No, I see glasses on a dude, I want to fight him. Anywhere I go.
You gotta lose.
You jerk.
Yeah, bro.
So definitely 100% picked up across the board. All right, let's move on to talking about Skaar, Son of Hulk.
I've seen it.
Oh, man.
I love it, but I've seen it a million times.
Where were you on the clapping then? There we go.
Delayed reaction, sorry.
Well, you worked on this? Is that...
I did, I was assistant editor on this.
Okay, so what went into making this book?
Well, same stuff as always. Lots of writing, some drawing.
Cool, that's cool.
It was. Thanks for being on the show. Greg Paxman, obviously, he's been planning this for a while. They've been teasing that Hulk would have a son for a while.
The man can do no wrong.
And he just built up a really kick-ass story where Son of Hulk is just destroying everything. It just gets crazier from here. The next issue, we've been getting the art in on the next issue, and Ron Garney has drawn some great stuff.
The art is fantastic.
Yeah, it really is.
The thing with the story, though, not to shit where you eat, but you read it and you're like, I don't know who this guy is, the son of Hulk. Why do I have to like him already? He just show up and he's angry.
He's playing it kind of cool.
Yeah, but then there's a big red guy that I'm supposed to hate because he has a big axe. I don't know, I haven't chosen a side yet.
Hey, how can you not choose the side of the Son of Hulk?
He's a son of Hulk, he just gets out of the water and he's angry.
It's lava, by the way.
Well,
That's a big difference. You're gonna be angry. If you're born out of lava, you're angry.
well, you're probably used to it. Maybe he's uncomfortable with air.
Either way, he has a good reason to be angry. He has no mom and dad.
Yeah, but he doesn't know.
If you want to root for Axeman Bone, go ahead. He's going to be in the comic as well.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like he's like this big deal, but I've never seen him before. I feel like I need to know more.
Who, the Axeman or the Sun?
The Axeman Bone or whatever.
Because if you remember at the end of World War Planet Hulk, there was the explosion and the whole capital city was destroyed. So between then and now, and you'll get hints of it throughout the comic, but between then and now, all sorts of crap happened on Skaar. Like, things have been overthrown and stuff. That's how this guy rose up as the head of the barbarians. He wasn't in power before.
Plus, yeah, but this is a lot of information you're giving me.
I know, but I'm
Average
saying,
reader.
do
Do you call up most readers and tell them?
I do. I talk to everybody who's read the comic.
That's cool.
No, but I feel that, hell yeah, pick that up. But I feel that, like, if you're new, right, you're the new guy, and there's a guy and a dinosaur with an axe, you're not going to like him. He's not going to be your friend. If
If a guy in a dinosaur
cool to me.
walked in, I'd be like, I want to know that guy.
But then that same guy on the
Like
dinosaur with
Joe.
the axe,
Yeah.
when
You know what I mean.
what he does is he goes about killing a kid. So you're like, oh, I'm still cool with that. And then they take prisoners and say, hey, let's boil them. And you're still cool with that? You're on that guy's side?
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I think
Did you read this comic?
I'm just saying.
All right. In his defense, the kid was a jerk, and the prisoners looked really tasty.
People are hungry on this planet.
Unbelievable.
All right. Would you say pick it up?
I'm reserving judgment till next issue.
Are you not gonna, you're saying not pick this up?
I'm saying maybe pick it up,
Oh.
but not.
You're gonna use your
enthusiastic.
time machine to go, don't have not picked it up after you've read it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it down.
This is starting to make no sense. So we're going to move on. Talk about Invincible number 50. It's been a long time coming, but we finally got the big 50th issue of Invincible. What'd you guys think?
It was really good, solid.
Don't be afraid. I thought it was kind of predictable. They've been building up this issue, and they're like, everything's gonna change for Invincible, and it's like him versus Stedman, and it's very. What happens is he breaks up with Stedman.
He doesn't break up.
It's like
Stedman's been evil this
he may
whole
as well
time. He
be
just found
Oprah.
out.
Huh?
He just found out he was evil. So it was a big fight.
Is anyone reading Invincible out there? Like, you know Stedman's gonna be evil.
This is Stedman.
Huh?
FYI.
He's been kind of a secret jerk for a long time.
He has a scar on his
Yeah, he's a scar on his face. Bad sign.
What?
Fairly,
People with scars are all evil?
In comic
Invincible
books,
is a comic book, just so you guys know. I don't know, this was okay. This was okay, I agree with you. I feel like there's a lot of build-up. Kirkman usually hits the big milestones really, really well and does twists really, really well. And like you're saying, I felt like this hit what we thought was going to happen across the board, which doesn't mean that it's not satisfying, but it's satisfying in a way of like, oh, I thought this burger was going to be good. Turns out it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twistless. I like my burger to be weird.
I think the only
Yeah, I know.
The only thing I didn't really see coming was the fact that what are they called? The Guardians of the Globe, that they would side with Invincible. I would have figured he'd be able to keep them, and they'd have to fight Invincible, one of those things.
Yeah, I'd
That
rather
would've been
watch
cool.
that. I would have rather seen that.
Yeah, Invincible on his
everybody,
own
yeah.
with his brother.
Yeah, but who do you?
Yeah.
You know, I see what you mean. It went a little too easy for him.
Yes.
It's like he was like, "You're a bad guy," and then by the end, it's like, "All right."
Yeah, but whose side are you going to take? You're taking Invincible side. The guy you've been fighting on the same side. Not
Really,
the guy.
I'm on Stedman's side. It's so weird. I hope they get released a Stedman comic that I can really get on
Oh,
board with.
man.
Stedman, the old guy.
I thought it
That would be-
played out great, and also there was a little relationship stuff.
Love the Adam Eve though. He's
Yeah.
finally not spoiling. Here comes. He's getting with Adam Eve now. They kiss a lot, which is great.
Yeah, how could you? But you love that stuff.
I love that stuff.
See, the only
I saw it coming. Huh?
But the only criticism is that well, it is a little too easy for him in the way that it's like at the end of it, it's tied up, and it's not like, oh, is he going to be hounding him forever?
He's
No.
jobless.
Probably
It's
not.
not tied up.
He's
What's he gonna
jobless.
He's a superhero.
He'll have a
Yeah,
job.
what's he gonna
He'll have
do?
a job. He had a job before. He worked at a burger place. He'll go back.
Yeah, he's probably got a great job waiting for him there.
Yeah,
Assistant
at a
manager.
burger place. Maybe they make weird burgers.
That'd be
All
great.
right. Pick it up. Don't pick it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Pick it up.
Great.